We approach the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. We continue to look at those who made an impact during the civil rights movement and those now fighting to keep Dr. King's dream alive. Today, I talked to Bernard Kleina, a former priest turned civil rights photographer. Bernie Kleina was still a Chicago priest when he was swept up in the civil rights movement in 1965. He was watching TV when marchers were crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama.
So I did go down to Selma. I'm not sure what I could do when I got down there, but I felt I just couldn't not do anything.
Not long after Kleina returned to Chicago, Dr. Martin Luther King came to the city, taking his fight for civil rights to the north, pushing for open housing and an end to slums. Kleina was a budding photographer and grabbed his camera to document the movement. By his own admission, Kleina says he still had a lot to learn.
It didn't even occur to me to shoot in black and white. And so it's kind of ignorance is bliss.
Kleina's color photographs of Dr. King are rare, and it's easy to see details in his facial expressions. Kleina was also just feet away from him. Back then, he didn't need press credentials. Kleina's photographs are often on display and generate strong reactions across generations.
I do hear from younger people that they can relate more to color images because they look like they could have been taken yesterday.
Kleina says his time spent photographing Dr. King in Chicago made him realize how naive he was. He followed King on marches that often turned violent. That's why Kleina says there was never a good time to formally introduce himself to Dr. King.
But I thought, well, okay, there'll be another time that I can do that, and it came all too soon.
Today, Kleina is still an advocate for fair housing. On April 4th, Kleina will bring an exhibit of his pictures and discuss his work at a fair housing center in Dayton, Ohio.